My name is Greg Herder. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Hobbs Advertising. Hobbs Advertising is the largest full-service real estate marketing company that specializes in creating marketing materials for top individual agents and brokers throughout the United States and Canada. Your broker asked me to share with you some of the ideas and concepts that our top clients are using to thrive in today's marketplace. I have a question. How many of you would like to make significantly more money in the next 12 months of your real estate career than you did in the last 12? For how many of you is it absolutely mandatory that you make more money in the next 12 months than you did in the last 12? If that's the case, I want to share with you some ideas that can truly make a difference. Grab a paper, pen, and start your notes out by writing down more of the same will get you more of the same. What do you suppose I mean by that? Well, if what you've been doing in the last 12 months hasn't been working all that well, if you do the same thing in the next 12 months, let me tell you, the next 12 months will turn out about like the last 12. What I really want you to understand is that if you want to do better in the next 12 months, the first thing you have to look at is, how do I do things differently than what I'm currently doing? Now, it's amazing. I travel all over the United States and Canada, and brokers bring me in all the time and say, share with my agents some new ideas on how to do better, how to thrive in the marketplace today. And then I share ideas. Here's what top agents are doing. And agents say, well, Greg, nobody in our area is doing that. Well, that would be the definition of a new idea. Agents say, well, Greg, I want something that's proven in my area. Well, that's not a new idea. You've got to be willing to go out there and get on the cutting edge. I really need you to understand this, because if you're not willing to do something different, you're probably going to get about the same old results. How many would agree that I'm right here? I'm going to think about it. Here's the biggest challenge. As an industry, how many of you have found that real estate tends to be on the cutting edge, that they embrace change, innovation? Unfortunately, that's not the case. Most agents actually fight change. I've been in and around real estate for over 30 years. Got my license back in the 70s. And it's amazing. Over the last 25 years working at Hobbs Advertising, working with top agents, I still see even them resist change. How many remember the MLS book? Remember the printed book that had all your listings, photos in them? Now, what happened when the boards of real estate decided that they were going to computerize the books? Were agents excited about that change? No. They went fighting and screaming and saying, oh, this is going to kill real estate. They did not embrace change. Every time a new technology came out, they fought it. Fax machines. Agents said, what's the point? It'll kill face-to-face interaction. Let's not embrace that. But soon, we had to use fax machines to do business. Then the internet came along. And when the MLSs said, why don't we put the MLS on the internet, make it available to everyone, agents screamed bloody murder. They said this will disenfranchise the entire industry. Things as simple as a cell phone. Remember the old cell phones when they very first came out? They were big as bricks. But agents didn't instantly embrace them. They said, oh my goodness, why have a cell phone? I've got a pager. There's payphones everywhere. Today, we couldn't do business without a cell phone. So here's my question. When's the best time for you to truly embrace change? Is it early in the process? When you can have tremendous impact. Now, you're going to have to work a little harder, learn a little bit more, go out there, put yourself out there, take some risk. Or do you want to wait until everybody else is doing it? Everybody's figured it out. And now you have a ton more competition. And the impact that you get from it is much less. Which do you think is best for you? Early or late? I would agree with you. The earlier in the process you embrace these tools, concepts, the better it's going to be, the more impact it's going to make in your real estate career. So the next note I want you to write down is this. Write down the only constant in real estate is change. I have a question. What do you think the big change that's affecting real estate is today? I agree with you. It's social media marketing. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube. All of the social media marketing tools and online advertising are changing the way we as realtors interact with our clients, how we generate business. Fundamentally, it's changing everything in real estate. According to a recent article in NAR, almost 50% of realtors are now using social media marketing in some sort. Now, that means half of them still have not even jumped onto the bandwagon. But half of them are there, and unfortunately the vast majority of them don't really understand social media marketing or advertising and how to really make a difference with these tools. I hear so many agents say, Greg, social media, Facebook, Twitter, it's a huge waste of time. If I actually spent time cold calling, door knocking, not on Facebook, I'd actually have a chance to make money. But understand that social media marketing is the new version of door knocking. It's the new way of connecting with people. And today it's absolutely critical that you master these tools. One of our top clients last year, Robin Milanakis, in Newport Beach, California, can track over $360,000 in commissions directly to Facebook marketing. If you were making $360,000 in actual commissions, would that make a difference in your real estate career? I want you to realize that these are incredibly powerful tools that you've got to learn and embrace to move yourself forward into the year ahead. Two of the biggest things we've seen in social media has been social media marketing and social media advertising. Who can tell me what the difference is? Well, social media marketing is what you actually post on your Facebook page, your Twitter page, how you use your LinkedIn network to expand and grow your prospect base. On the other hand, social media advertising is placing ads on Facebook. It's using Google AdWords, YouTube's ads to promote your videos and to actually run ads on top of other people's videos to generate leads coming your way. Social media marketing is designed to build relationships, enhance the rapport you have with clients. Social media advertising is actually a lead generator designed to actually capture the leads. Working these together is absolutely critical. If I ask you to show me your social media marketing plan, your plan to integrate Facebook, Twitter, YouTube into your ongoing marketing, how many know I'd be totally blown away? I'd be so impressed I'd say your plan and take it back to my staff and say, wow, look at this incredible social media marketing plan. Let's incorporate the concepts, the principles this agent's and now teach them to everybody. Now, if you've got a great plan, that's wonderful. If not, why not? Today, it's critical that you put that plan in place to move yourself forward. So, I want to make this very practical for you here today. So the first thing I want to ask you is this: who can tell me the difference between sales and marketing? Now, a lot of agents I talk to think that sales and marketing are the same thing, and yet they're very different. I actually think that sales is what you do face-to-face, one-on-one, directly with the consumer. Marketing, advertising, is what you do to attract people, to generate an ongoing flow of business coming your way. So let me ask you this question. If I brought you a buyer, a seller, sat them down and said, here's an agent that can help you, has all the skills, tools necessary to help you buy or sell real estate, how many of you think you have the skills, the knowledge, the professionalism to help them buy or sell a home? I bet you do. Now, if you have the sales skills, the knowledge, the professionalism as a realtor to help somebody buy or sell real estate, and you aren't making your income goals, aren't achieving the level of success you would like to have in real estate, then what do you think the problem is? Well, the problem is simple. You don't have enough clients. And if you don't have enough clients, that's right, a marketing problem. You don't have an ongoing flow of leads, people ready, willing, and able, wanting to do business with you. That's what marketing is all about. Putting a plan in place to generate that steady, consistent flow of people who are excited. See, a salesperson wakes up in the morning and says, I've got to go find a transaction. A marketer wakes up in the morning and says, what can I do today to generate business next week, next month, next year? And they're constantly thinking about how to generate this flow of business coming your way. So what is the key to generating a steady, consistent flow of business coming towards you? Today, I want to help you develop a marketing perspective to build your real estate business. Last year, one of our top clients closed over 600 individual transactions. I have a question. How many cold calls do you think you'd have to make to close 600 transactions? How many doors would you have to knock? See, I don't think there's enough time in the day. But if you'll take the time to work on a marketing plan that will help build your individual brand, capitalize on social media marketing, social media advertising, you can start generating a steady flow of business coming your way. And so now you can spend your time actually working with buyers, sellers, doing the things that you actually love. So I want to share with you the 3 keys to great marketing. Now, the important thing about these 3 keys is this. These 3 keys work across every marketing medium you come across, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, traditional direct mail, online advertising, print advertising. Great marketing is great marketing. The principles of marketing don't change, even though the mediums do. And what's really important is that today, in social media marketing, especially in social media advertising, having great marketing principles is more important than ever. So let me share with you the 3 keys to great marketing. They are: great marketing is first and foremost focused. Second, it's emotional. And third, it's consistent. These are 3 keys that will make such a huge difference. So let's talk about each one of them. First of all, great marketing is focused. We've all heard that you've got to pick a segment of the marketplace and focus on it. This is not a new concept. It's been around a long time, but today it's more important than ever. Books like The Long Tail have said that the real opportunities are not going after the mass marketplace, but going after the small niche marketplaces at the end. Think about it. Today, who makes more money? A general practitioner or a brain surgeon? We say, well, Greg, of course, a brain surgeon makes more money because they have more specialized knowledge. But here's the interesting question. Which one do you think has more potential prospects? Do you think more people need a general practitioner, or do you think more people need a brain surgeon? And we say, well, Greg, a lot less people need a brain surgeon than a general practitioner. Well, then why does the brain surgeon make more money? Because when we specialize, when we offer something unique, people perceive us as being more valuable. Even though a general practitioner probably actually has to know more, a general information about a wider range of topics. A brain surgeon gets to focus just on the brain. In many ways, this is counterintuitive. We want to be all things to all people, and yet we build a much more dynamic business when we focus our marketing activities. Think about some of the great companies that we admire, that we say create great marketing. Look at Nike. Now, Nike specializes in athletic shoes, and they've dominated that marketplace. Came into a very competitive marketplace and have done incredibly well. They started by selling running shoes and have focused on athletic shoes and apparel incredibly well. Even today, they are still focused. Think about Nike's advertising. First of all, think about it. They have Kobe Bryant selling basketball shoes, Tiger Woods selling golf shoes, Roger Federer selling tennis shoes. Notice Even though the marketplace has been a little challenging, they haven't gone to Kobe Bryant and say, listen, you're really well known, so why don't you not only sell basketball shoes, sell some tennis shoes, some football shoes as well. No, they understand that the power of focus is critical. I have a question. Do you think Nike probably has the technical capabilities of creating almost any kind of shoe? I would think they would. I bet they could make a stiletto, a high heel shoe. But I have a question. If Nike came out with an incredibly good-looking, well-designed stiletto and went head-to-head with Jimmy Choo, how many think they probably wouldn't do that well? See, Jimmy Choo has a niche and is known for being high-end women's shoes. I want you to realize that Nike has stayed true to their core marketplace. They stay focused on it even though they could have other opportunities. Today, you have got to get focused. This is especially true when it comes to Facebook marketing. Your posts have got to appeal to a particular segment of the marketplace. You're advertising online, and that's the power of these types of marketing. You can go after exactly who you want to reach, but you have to have focus. Let me tell you about one of our clients, a wonderful lady named Marguerite Guerrier. She's a wonderful realtor up from Tacoma, Washington. Now, she came into real estate in November of 2007. How many think that was the perfect time to get into real estate? Probably not. The marketplace in Tacoma was falling apart, dropping rapidly. Now, after just a couple of months in real estate, Marguerite was a little freaked out. She kept saying, oh my goodness, I can't believe there's these experienced agents who've been around 10, 15 years that are leaving real estate in droves. They kept telling her, gosh, I need to go out and get a real job, something that actually pays. She realized that she needed to stand out. So she attended one of our 3-day marketing mastery programs. And we taught her about the importance of focus. She looked at her own personality, her marketplace, and decided to focus her marketplace on a downtown urban marketplace in Tacoma. She also realized that as a 26-year-old young woman, she did not like kids. She was single, found kids just a little bit challenging. So she focused on singles and childless couples in a downtown urban marketplace in Tacoma. In fact, out of the 190,000 people in Tacoma, she selected just 4,000 people to target in her farm. And she went after that particular urban demographic. And almost instantly, people started responding to her advertising, her marketing, what she was doing. Her rookie year, 2008, she closed over $6 million in sales. How many think that's pretty good when the marketplace is falling apart? And she's gone on to do better and better each year because she understands who she's focusing on. I want you to realize it's critical to have focus in your marketing. I want you to think about it. If you were sitting down to write an ad, and you knew you were writing an ad for singles and childless couples, do you think you could write a more effective ad than you were trying to appeal to all people? See, that's the power of focus, especially in online advertising, since you know exactly who is going to see your ads. The more focused you are about the exact marketplace that you want to attract, the more effective your marketing becomes. The more general you try and be, the less effective. Just based on what we've talked about here today, how many of you can see that your marketing could use a little bit more focus? All right. I want you to think about it. How much has it cost you, especially in the last couple of years, through this challenging marketplace, to not have focused marketing? It's one of the things that I see cost agents so much. The funny thing is they say, well, Greg, the marketplace has shrunk, so I'm trying to appeal to more people. The problem is the more focused you get, the easier it is to build your image, your reputation, your brand, and dominate that section of the marketplace, and now build from that core. That will make a huge difference. So today, it's critical that all of your marketing is incredibly focused. The second key to great marketing is that it's emotional. So first, you've got to have great focused marketing. Next, you need to have emotional marketing. Write this down. Emotional marketing is memorable marketing. That's right. When you have an emotional response to an ad, you laugh, you cry, you feel something, you remember it. So let me ask you this. If you showed me your ads, how much of an emotional appeal would your marketing have? Every ad, every flyer, your Facebook posts, everything you're doing. If you showed me your ads from the past year, how many know I'd be totally blown away with the emotional appeal that you had? That's the problem. Most of you don't have an emotional appeal. The few that do have an incredible impact. Think back to the Super Bowl 2011. Who can remember the most memorable ad out of the Super Bowl? That's right, it was VW's Darth Vader ad. The little kid dressed up as Darth Vader, trying to start things, to move things with his mind, and he starts the VW car. It made us laugh. We related to it, and it drove huge amounts of traffic to VW. It was a memorable, successful ad because it stood out. It created an emotional impact. Today, I want to think about the emotional impact you're having. Are you creating an emotional impact in all of your marketing? Even when you meet people, are you creating an emotional impact? So let me ask you, if I came into your area, decided I wanted to buy a home in the area, as a consumer, how would I go about doing that? I'd probably start driving around the area, picking up magazines, going online, looking at all the different things, trying to figure out what's going on in the area. More than likely, I'd stop by some open houses. So I have a question. If I came to your open house, what would you give me? If you're like most agents, I'd probably get a flyer on the property, had the basic information, maybe a picture of the property, pricing information. You'd probably give your business card. And maybe you're such a creative agent, you even give me a cookie, a bottle of water, some little gift. One agent said she even gave away light bulbs because she was trying to be the bright idea. But now as a consumer, I go to 10 open houses. I get 10 flyers, a bunch of cookies, some water, drinks. I get 10 business cards. I go home that night and not a single one of the houses I saw actually met my needs. It wasn't exactly what I was looking for, so I throw away the flyers. And even if I hadn't thrown away the flyers yet, I couldn't even connect the flyers to the business cards. So I have the 10 flyers, 10 business cards. I've eaten the cookies, drinking the water. Now, if none of the houses fit my needs, I throw the flyers away and I have 10 business cards left. How do you think the average consumer is now going to select a realtor? Do you think the average consumer is going to actually say, oh my goodness, honey, move into 10 open houses today? They all seemed like nice, competent realtors. They were all friendly, positive. Maybe we should pick one. How should we do that? Should we put all 10 cards in a bowl, spin them around, close our eyes and pick one, say, oh, this is our realtor? See, I don't think so. See, even though you have 10 business cards, they all look about the same. They all have that picture of you. They make you look decent. But they're all saying and doing about the same thing. See, that's not enough to make an emotional connection with you. But what I want to think about is this. What if I came to your open house, and instead I walked into your open house, you greeted me. Were your friendly self, and you gave me a flyer on the property, said this property is listed for X number of dollars, here's a flyer on the property. And by the way, I'd also like to give you a copy of my personal brochure. It'll give you a little background information about me as an agent, my philosophy and approach to real estate. If you'll take a few minutes and read through this, it'll help you decide whether I'm a realtor you'd feel comfortable working with. If after you've read through it, you have any questions about my services, how I can help you buy or sell a home, please talk to me or friend me on Facebook. If you like my style, I'd love to work with you. And now you give me your personal brochure. And now I just glance at it. I open it up and I say, wow, you look like a true professional, and I read your story. It creates an emotional connection between me and you. And because it creates that emotional connection, you're memorable. You're going to stand out from all the other realtors I talked to that day. And I have a question. If you gave me your brochure, it looks something like this, what would my instant impression of you be? Would I think you were a professional? Why would I think you're a professional? Why? Because you look professional. The brochure is high quality. It's got great pictures of you. It tells your story. It makes that emotional connection. I have a question. If you gave me a brochure like this, would you assume I was a brand new agent? No, I bet you'd assume that I was an experienced, knowledgeable professional agent, because only successful agents would give out something this high quality. I've had so many agents say, Greg, it's absolutely amazing how many times I give my brochure in an open house. And people will now walk to the open house. They'll read something interesting about me and my family, and now it'll start a conversation. And because we're able to build rapport, create connections, I turn so many more people at an open house into legitimate buyers and sellers. Some people will walk out of your open house, still feel intimidated because you're a realtor. But I've had agents say, Greg, I've watched people go out to their car, sit down in their car, read my brochure, and then walk back in and say, gosh, we read your story. You sound exactly like the type of person we'd like to do business with. How do we work together? I've also had so many people say people leave the open house. Now, 2, 3, 4 days later, they call them back. Even months later, they call them back and say, you know what? I met you at an open house a few months ago. You gave me your brochure. I've read through it a number of times. Your story just resonates with me. You sound exactly like the type of person I would like to do business with. Just out of curiosity, how many of you have passed out a lot of business cards in your real estate career? Get a lot of people a lot of cards? How many of you on a regular basis get people to call you back from your business card and say, I met you at a networking group, a function, a church group. You gave me your business card. It was so impressive. I've read through it numerous times. And I just felt so emotionally connected with you, I decided I'd like to work with you as my realtor. Probably not from your business card, but that happens all the time with your personal brochure. Today, one of the great uses of a personal brochure is also as you're handing it out. Whatever you're doing, whether it's cold calling, door knocking, at open houses, following up with any lead, make sure that on the back, it drives people to your Facebook page. If you like my style, friend me on Facebook. And now people will actually friend you. And they'll make comments about you on Facebook. Also think about it this way. What if you met a buyer, they liked you, selected you because of your story and your brochure. Now they call you up, and you friend them on Facebook. Now, just go to them and say, listen, would you do me a favor? Would you go to my Facebook page and just write a comment about what you thought of my personal brochure? And now one of your clients comments about your brochure. You upload a picture of your brochure to it. So many agents have done this, and they say, Greg, it's amazing. So many people say, hey, could I get a copy of that brochure? And it spreads virally through social media marketing as well. Finally, I think one of the most useful tools of your personal prospecting brochure today is as a conversion tool. Today, when you start running social media ads on Facebook using Google AdWords, one of the best conversion tools is offering a prospecting brochure, so that now people can get to read something about you before they make a decision, before they make a commitment. This will make such a huge difference for you. The more you work at creating an emotional connection in your marketing, the more impact you will have. I want you to realize that emotional marketing is truly memorable. Now, if you have focused emotional marketing, you're going to get even better response. So think about it. Think about your marketing over the last year. Could it use a little bit more of emotional impact? Could your ads connect with people a little bit better? Could your story be refined so that now, as people read your Facebook timeline, they see your story unfold in an emotional way? That'll make a huge difference for you going forward in your marketing. I want you to realize this is so fundamental. Just out of curiosity, how much more does it cost you to create emotional marketing than non-emotional marketing? No, they cost the same. The difference is huge in results, in income. That's why this is absolutely critical. So finally today, I'm going to share with you the third key to great marketing. First, it's got to be focused. Second, it's got to be emotional. And third, your marketing has got to be consistent. Consistency is so critical. We're bombarded with ads, marketing, day in and day out. But when we repeat the same message, the same image over and over again, we start to actually stand out. This is absolutely critical. It's the repetition over and over again. Truly become a master of continuity, the first thing you need to ask yourself is this: do all of your marketing materials look like your marketing materials? Are they reinforcing the same image, same message, same style? Do they have the same focused emotional appeal as everything else that you're doing? This is absolutely critical. Think about it. If we walked into Priscilla Rodriguez's open house, she'd give us a flyer on the property, tell us about it, and then she gives us her personal brochure. And notice it has the same look, feel, style as the flyer on the property. And we instantly say, oh, wow, she's professional, she's a cut above. Now, we leave, and we're sort of intrigued with Priscilla. So we go to her Facebook page. And we notice that her Facebook page has the same look and feel, and we instantly recognize her. We read about her and her timeline, her background, and we even feel more connected. We might even be intrigued enough to go to her website. And instantly the same look, feel, message is there. Now, a few days later, we'll open up a Homes and Land magazine. We see one of her ads. Then we see a little banner ad that looks very similar to her printed ad in a Google ad search, because we're looking for homes and we instantly see her name, her banner, and we say, oh, there's Priscilla again. So no matter where I go, everything I see is reinforcing everything else I see. Now, I actually talked to Priscilla. She sends me a follow-up letter. Instantly, her letterhead reminds me of her. I see her advertising. She sends me a special report, a variety of information, and everything is reinforcing one core central image. Now, I start to see her marketing, and I see one of her little banner ads in Facebook, and I just see the little icon of her. It's got her look, her feel, and without even glancing, she's reinforcing her brand identity into her market. Every time somebody goes to your Facebook page, realize that it's like an opportunity to advertise yourself. That's why it's critical that your Facebook banner has your look, your feel, your message in it. This is absolutely critical in today's marketplace, so that now, no matter where I see you, there's a consistent look, feel, and message. This makes your marketing dramatically more effective. Again, I want you to think about it. Does it cost more to do consistent advertising than it does to do inconsistent advertising? So if I took every one of your ads, every one of your flyers, everything that you've been doing over the last year, and I set it up on a long table, how many know, as a consumer, if I walked along, looked at each and every piece that you did, it would reinforce the same image, style, message? If not, how much is that costing you? That alone costs agents literally tens and thousands of dollars of commissions each and every year. Over a career, that's hundreds of thousands of dollars in income lost just because they failed to have continuity. Now, this is not hard, but it is so important to become a master of the principles of good marketing. Based on what we've talked about here today, how many of you can see that your marketing needs a little bit more focus? It needs to have a little bit more of an emotional impact. And it needs to have a little bit more consistency and continuity. I hope you can see that these mistakes are costing you in a huge way. The good news is this: I want to help you overcome them. I want to take just a couple of minutes and tell you about an intense 3-day marketing mastery program we have coming up. This is 3 intense days of learning designed to teach you as a real estate professional how to become a marketing master so that you create focused, emotional, and consistent marketing so that you really become a social marketing master. You know what to paste on Facebook, what to paste on Twitter. So you know what to post on Facebook. You know what to post on Twitter. You know how to integrate these two, build the connections with your LinkedIn network. We'll teach you all the keys that the top agents are using to maximize their response from social media marketing. We'll also teach you how to do social media advertising. In addition, we'll give you a whole bunch of social media ads and landing pages so that you can actually create direct response from your media. In addition, we'll give you a whole series of direct response ads designed to run in a variety of online and offline sources. We'll give you the special reports, the follow-up material, so that you can create custom landing pages that will get you outstanding response. We'll talk about what are the key elements of creating landing pages that will convert at high ratios. This is where so many agents fail to capitalize on their online activity. If you don't have great understanding of the landing page conversion process, you will turn incredible leads into chunks of coal. I don't want that to happen to you. We want to make you a marketing master that can thrive in the marketplace in the next 12 months. The seminar starts at 1 o'clock on day 1. Now, it goes till 8 o'clock in the evening, so it's a full day, but you can drive in the morning. Now, day 2, it starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, goes till 5:30. Day 3, 8 o'clock in the morning till 5:30. These are 3 intense days. You're going to get homework, and you're going to walk away with a complete marketing system so that you know exactly what to do to thrive in the year ahead. For years, we've charged $9.95 or more for our 3-day marketing seminars. We know the marketplace has been a little challenging, so we've cut the price down to just $6.95. I want you to think about it. If you will come spend 3 days with me, I guarantee you when you walk out, you will be significantly better as a marketer than when you walked in. And it's only $695. I want to think about it. How many commissions would it take to get that back? How much money have you wasted in the last 12 months on marketing, advertising, flyers, online activities that could have generated thousands of dollars in commissions, but because you didn't understand how to use these tools correctly, you let them slip away? I promise, this will be the best 3-day marketing seminar you've ever attended. And in the year after you attend, it'll have a significant impact on your real estate career. I want you to give the dates. I want you to go online, and I know that we do these seminars about once a month around the country. There's probably not one exactly totally convenient to you. The dates probably don't work, but write this down. Success is normally inconvenient. I know the vast majority of agents will not spend $695 for their own self-education. I'm interested in the people that understand the value of really going to the next level, of making sure their marketing is the best of the best and they're harvesting every possible response they possibly can get. So please, come spend 3 days with me. Go to our website, hobbsherder.com. go to our seminar section and go to the Marketing Mastery Gateway. Look at the dates and locations in your area, and I look forward to seeing you at a seminar soon. I'd love your feedback about this video. Please send it to me at greg.herder@hobbsherder.com or friend me on Facebook. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Listen to what realtors have to say about spending 3 days with Professor Greg Herder learning how to master their marketing.
This seminar. Oh, million. I loved it. You absolutely loved it? Fantastic.
What really impressed me was the level of marketing materials that I received, not just from the initial signing up, but during the entire event, where they actually gave a clear-cut marketing media plan, something that would cost thousands, $15,000, $20,000, you were getting for basically attending the Gateway Seminar. That was priceless to me. To have a plan and to have that marketing, just the materials alone was worth the 3 days.
I'm Tim Wood. I'm in my 22nd year of being an agent for Coldwell Banker. I'm an agent in St. Mary's County, Maryland. My office is in California, Maryland. I came here because I basically need to do a kickstart on my real estate business. And I'm finding a lot of good ideas that I'm going to be able to use to make it happen. And I'm looking forward to an opportunity to have Hobbs Herder help me get this kickstart really going.
Hi, my name is Adina Gittens-Smith. I'm with Keller Williams Preferred Properties. I found the Gateway Seminar very informative. I especially enjoyed the pieces that talked about social media and how we should fully utilize that platform to really expand our businesses. So I really appreciate it.
My name is Christine Wells, and I'm with Weichert Realtors. I've been in marketing and have a marketing background. But I found that these 3 days were a great way to incorporate, even though I had a marketing background, how to utilize every tool that he gave us. And besides, I met a lot of great people and new friends, and it was definitely worth every cent.
I can't believe the incredible value that I've received in the last 3 days. The information, some of the things I had heard before, but it reinforced that and made me remember that I had learned that before. And a lot of the things were powerful new things that I had never heard and I plan to put into action. So I'm very grateful that I came.
My name is Karl Shird. I'm with Weichert Realtors, Caton Properties. And what I got out of this event was that we have to take the power of our own lives into our own hands. And I realized it was really exciting and uplifting to see that I do have the power. I do have the wherewithal, and I just need to hone in on my skills, gifts, and talents. And I found that very extraordinary, and I'm very well pleased with the outcome of this event. Highly recommended.
I would say I definitely got a lot out of the seminar. It's very useful for someone, whether they're beginning or advanced, whether you're a really experienced agent who's handling a lot of transactions or somebody just starting out not sure what to do. Strongly recommend it. Give me a call if you have any questions. Bill Keller.
Okay, here we go on a scale of 1 to 10.
Oh, 11.
An 11. How about you?
I can beat that with a 12.
You're going to give it a 12? Scale of 1 to 10. How do you rate this seminar?
A 12.
All right. If you had one single thing to get out of it and to tell me about, like, what are you going to remember the most when you walk out of here?
I've already filled out my evaluation form. I understand my target market and where I'm going because I wasn't sure where that was, but now I really know. And it's also a systemized approach that I desperately need in order to fulfill the work I need to do.
Wow, that's awesome.
And it should dramatically increase my business life.
I know it will. That's tremendous. God bless. Thank you.
I actually love the seminar. Great social media section this year. I really, really loved the emphasis on YouTube and video because that is an area that's gaining a lot of exposure. So really happy with that. Looking forward to it.
How are you going to rank this seminar you were here today?
I thought the seminar was fantabulous.
1 to 10? You're giving it a what?
On a scale of 10. I think it was one of the best seminars that I've been to. And it is the most motivational, inspirational.
I absolutely agree. And if you had one thing to tell me, like you got out of this thing all week, what would it be? The one thing that sticks out in your mind.
how little I knew about what I was doing. And 30 years of being in business,
how much more we could do.
I've learned more in these 3 days than what I have in the last 30 years.
Amen. Hey, God bless you. Thanks for being here.
To take your real estate career to the next level, sign up for the Gateway. For more information, go to hobbsherder.com/gateway. Invest 3 days to truly become a marketing master and move your real estate career to the next level. You'll be glad you did.